Martin Ødegaard permanent Arsenal transfer updates. Welcome back to your boys channel, and welcome back to the latest Arsenal news today, as we shall discuss the future of Martin Ødegaard and Arsenal, as well as what is going on at Real Madrid, as well as that we will discuss the possibility of Bissouma transferring to Arsenal, and also discuss what else is happening at this eventful football club. As always, let's discuss in today's video. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Sports14 and welcome back to your boys channel. Quickly before we get into the video, as always, make sure to go down there and show some love, smash it a like, also do subscribe to the channel if you are new to the thing, and let me know your thoughts as always in the comments, especially on Martin Ødegaard. And without any further ado, here is the latest Arsenal news today. Let's go. The first thing on the agenda today is Martin Ødegaard. Once again, we have to discuss, and what is his future at this football club, and does he have a long-term future at Arsenal? The first report we have is from El Confidential, who says not only does Ødegaard enjoy minutes, but his hierarchy corresponds to the expectations aroused by his arrival in English football. With 7 starts in 8 games, Ødegaard is enjoying football again. So as you can see clearly there and there, Ødegaard's people, his agent, his father, his family are happy that he's in Arsenal, and Ødegaard, most importantly, is happy that he is playing 30 minutes, which is a massive key if Arsenal want to sign him on the long term. But what we have next here is an interview from Martin Ødegaard given to the Norwegian media, and trust me, this is very important. As Martin Ødegaard told VG, "I said many times that I've been looking for stability in the same club, but I haven't found it. I think it will be important to find stability. I'm very happy at Arsenal, enjoying myself. I like it here. Now my focus is to finish the season and then we'll see." But since he has signed for Arsenal, he's seeing that this could be the club for him. He's enjoyed Mikel Arteta's company, the Arsenal first team, and how he's been welcomed, and ultimately he is playing games of first team football, which is what matters to him. And also, by saying the word stability, it's key, because at Real Madrid he's been loaned out to Vitesse Arnhem, to another, I believe, Dutch club as well. Then he's gone to Real Sociedad for a couple of years, then now to Arsenal. There is no stability there whatsoever, and Real Madrid clearly have not been able to play him because he's been there for nearly 10 years now. One other key thing that he's made clear in the past is that his future at Real Madrid could be decided by the future of Zinedine Zidane, and saying the reports have come up from Telefoot claiming Zidane is determined to fulfill his contract with Real Madrid until its end in 2022. Now that again, it is pivotal, and the reason being is Martin Ødegaard has made it clear. Obviously he went back to Real Madrid at the start of this season and he wasn't playing enough minutes, and clearly thought that Zidane doesn't rate him as a player, and that's why he had to force to move away initially to Real Sociedad. But then of course Arsenal came in last minute. Arteta gave Ødegaard a call. He said, "Yo my guy, join my club." Ødegaard responded, and then we've had some little beautiful scenes. And so long story short, if Zidane is to stay past the summer, I do expect Ødegaard to force a transfer away from Real Madrid, and I think Arsenal will be the prime candidates. And as has been confirmed by Kike Morin yesterday, Zidane is going to be the key to Martin Ødegaard's future, and if he continues at Arsenal. The player is a contract at Real Madrid until 2023, and a release clause of 350 million euros. Now don't worry, Arsenal fans, we're not going to have to pay that much money, because even we can't generate that much. I believe the fee will be closer to around maybe 40, 50, even up to 60 million pounds, but of course there will be installments and it won't be upfront by any means. But most importantly, once again, it is reiterated by a Spanish source, Zidane, Ødegaard, they intertwine. If Zidane stays, Ødegaard could stay, and most likely will stay at Arsenal, which, as I said, now from now on, I am Zidane in 110%. Real Madrid, it is time to trust the process. It's time to back Zidane, and yeah, keep him as a manager, you know, do whatever it takes. Keep Zidane and give us Martin Ødegaard. Mikel Arteta and Ødegaard's performance yesterday, he had an incredible performance. I think he's very intelligent, the way he reads the game. He showed how much he wants to win. When everybody was trembling, he gave us stability and composure on the ball. Mikel Arteta is rating Ødegaard, and we know he rates the player highly. We know he loves the player, and I think it's that manager-player relationship that these two have formed, which will be pivotal again if Ødegaard chooses to stay at Arsenal. I think what he's getting from Arteta is a manager who understands his game and is getting the best out of him. Most importantly, there is a love relationship. And while Ødegaard sees that Arsenal are not the team they used to be, yes, we're 9th in the league, and I don't really want to talk about that. Ultimately, Arsenal can only get better from here, and you know, most likely if we make the right signings, Ødegaard could be part of a potentially successful project if things go to plan. And in terms of negotiations between both teams of Arsenal and Real Madrid, as Fabrizio Romano has confirmed, and as you can see here, the Ødegaard to Arsenal details, a simple loan until June 2021 has been confirmed, but no buy option. Real and Arsenal will discuss at the end of the season. And what that tells me there and there is both clubs understand if Ødegaard wants to stay at Arsenal and Arsenal can trump up the money, most likely we can reach an agreement and we can get a here we go. That will be beautiful indeed. But the question for you you guys is, what do you think is Martin Ødegaard's real value in the transfer market, and what are you willing to pay? And as you can see about Ødegaard today, he has joined his Norwegian national team, training this morning with Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Haaland. And listen, Erling, if you want to join the Norwegian excellence at the Emirates Stadium, you're more than welcome. You know, come, we can make something happen. But as always, let me know your thoughts on Martin Ødegaard in the comments. Do you think he'd be the right signing? Is he the player Arsenal needs to invest the money in? And yeah, what do you think is gonna happen in general? Let me know your thoughts down below, and let's move on. And let's discuss Yves Bissouma, potential Arsenal transfer. Well, we discussed this guy in the past. We discussed this guy in the January transfers FC, and the report is coming from the Mirror in the UK, claiming that Yves Bissouma's agent has confirmed the Gunners' interest earlier this month, with Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta keen to pair him at the Emirates with Thomas Partey. But Brendan Rodgers' Leicester are ready to rival Arsenal's interest in the Mali midfielder. I mean, that's not a surprise, because Leicester in the past, there's a few players that Arsenal wanted and Leicester either gone and signed or have also been interested in. The best example is one of their current players in Cal Garcia-Yonchu, who is a player who Arsenal wanted under Sven Mislintat, and you know, we looked to make a bid for him, but ultimately he went to Leicester City instead. And coincidentally enough, also they were linked with a surprise move from Martin Ødegaard before he joined Arsenal as well. So again, it shows that Arsenal and Leicester have a very similar type of player they look to target. The report though has also claimed Bissouma is a boyhood Arsenal fan as well, meaning a move to North London appeals, but Brendan Rodgers is hoping that a potential career of Champions League football will give him an edge as the player makes a decision on the next step in his career. Champions League football or an Arsenal fan, you know what I mean? It's are we gargantuan enough, or the Champions League? The Champions League, it's a massive dilemma. But more or less what this is confirmed, if you read into the article, is Arsenal again looking to sign a central midfielder to partner Thomas Partey. And I don't really think it's to partner Thomas Partey, I think it's more to play in the midfield three. We saw it in the game yesterday against West Ham, where Arsenal moved to the 4-3-3 and the three midfielders, Partey, Smith Rowe and Ødegaard, which yeah, it can work, it's great, but also it's a bit too attacking. And maybe by signing a player like Bissouma, who's very versatile, he can play either in the 6th role or also as a number 8 out and out to help Thomas Partey as a more defensive number 8. And so make no mistake, come this summer Arsenal will look and most likely will sign a central box-to-box midfielder. The question is, who is it going to be? And if we're looking to sign an out and out number 8, why don't we look at Leo again? Yes, they got Samora, but also if you can get Renato Sanchez, that would also be beautiful. But then again, that's Babs Fortin and his career more talking there. In terms of Bissouma himself, I like the player. I think I see a lot of potential in him, but then again, he will be very expensive, especially with Brighton looking set to stay up in the Premier League. And I think there's one player that Arsenal are going to sign for Brighton. It's most likely to be Tariq Lamptey over Bissouma. But what would you prefer, Bissouma or Lamptey, or maybe even both players? Let me know your thoughts as always in the comments. And if you don't want to see Bissouma at the Emirates Stadium, what other central midfielder do you want to see Arsenal target? I want to see the scouts in full effect in the comments below. And moving on to the third and final thing, and that is the other Arsenal news today. The first thing that we have to discuss is Arsenal defender, and I want to say a Brazilian defender, Cafu Chambers. As you can see from Sky Sports, they gave him the man of the match yesterday from Arsenal's game, with him getting 6 clearances, the most, and 8 crosses, also creating 3 chances as well. And I'll tell you what about Chambers, I know he's not a future rapper because he just doesn't have the speed for it, but going forwards, oh boy, can Donny cross a ball. I will go as far as saying that his crossing ability is up there with Kieran Tierney, because it's not just something I've seen in one game. I've seen it in the Burnley game, I've even seen it before his injury as well, when he played in right back a few times under Arsene Wenger, and even under Unai Emery. And so clearly the Donny has got the tech on the ball. The question for Arsenal is, what do we do with him in the summer? I've always kind of said that I think he's going to leave Arsenal because of course he came back from a massive injury, and now you've got Rob Holding ahead of him, you've got the likes of Pablo Mari as well. He can't really play centre back, but then seeing the tech that he put on display yesterday, it tells me this guy could have a future because he clearly is a talented player. But the question is he a good enough centre back for Arsenal? Is he a right back? Is he a central defensive midfielder? Because he's got ball playing ability, but what is his best position for Arsenal in the current first team? With his versatility also, he could be a very useful squad player for Arsenal as well, but I'm not sure what Arsenal are gonna do. But the question for you is, what would you do with Callum Chambers in the summer? Would you keep him? Would you sell him? Or would you loan him instead? Let me know your thoughts as always in the comments below. I'm moving on to the final thing itself, and that is the Arsenal players on international duty. Yes, that's right, we've got now 2 weeks of international football to look forward to. Isn't that brilliant? And in terms of the players that will go from Arsenal, Saka, Smith Rowe, Aubameyang, Pepe, Ødegaard, Xhaka, Tierney and Cedric, to name a few, and also Thomas Partey, but he will only play 1 game with the whole COVID restrictions as well. So there are quite a few key players I named there and then. The only thing I'm begging for, I'm hoping for, is none of these players pick up any sort of injuries, because the first game we have back is Liverpool at Emirates. It's not going to be easy, and also we've got such a hard running in terms of importance of fixtures, the Europa League quarter-finals. The last thing we need is, fingers crossed, any injuries to any of our key players. No thank you indeed. And the question for me is now 2 weeks for Arsenal. What do I do? What content do I make? I'm going to have to be very creative. I'm going to have to move like Prime Master, Ødegaard and Mesut Ozil, but we shall see. But there you man go, that is the video there and there. Of course, as always, if you have enjoyed the video, so make sure to go down there and smash a like on the video. Also do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let me know your thoughts as always in the comments below. The links to all my socials will be down below, my Twitter, my Instagram, etc. If you want to follow me, I'd appreciate that. But there you guys go, that is the latest Arsenal news today. I hope you have enjoyed as always, and I will see you very soon with some creative content at the international break. Here we go, I'll see you later in a bit.